Previously on New Crits on the Block.
You can tell that you're being herded somewhere because every time you come to like these forks, you see these wolves kind of blocking off certain paths as you see a 10-foot high, 8-foot long wolf.
Well, what do you want me to do? Just say something stupid like, frost over.
You see the ice starting to form over Catan as it makes a like full plate mail set of ice with like icicle shoulder pads. And as you pull your blade out, you flip it around and plunge it into the top of the wolf's head.
Play dead. How was that?
You have just slain a giant frost wolf. And as you do, Ben said a really lame line at the end of it that we all can agree was lame.
But
And I totally didn't do a second take on it.
retconned it.
And then fixed it and made it
and then
slightly less
fixed it.
lame.
I'm considering you. I have a feeling you guys are just going to leave it in there like that.
I don't know what you're talking about. I guess we'll just have to see.
Yes, so Catan, after just absolutely decimating this wolf, I think I did like 144 damage, he pulls his sword out of the thing's skull, and looks at his sword, a little perplexed by its appearance now, and kind of glances at himself, and then turns around and looks at all of you. And then, Jake, remind me, I'm covered in ice, and my helmet now has icicle Loki horns coming out the front of it?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I'm a big ice boy now. And he stares at everyone and goes, what?
Hey, you did it.
That was great, man. Well done. Can somebody heal me?
No, heal me.
But no, I was going to ask you to heal me.
You have
are
heals.
a healer.
Yeah, I need a heal too.
Yes, you can heal yourself.
Okay, here you go. I'm gonna shoot a healing firebolt at.
Wait, hold on.
Heal yourself. Don't
Before
heal me.
anyone does anything, we could also just Jake, what happened to the thousands of wolves standing around us?
They're still around you.
Oh, well, okay, so maybe everyone take a beat before we begin setting up camp. How are they responding to us decimating their daddy?
They are still watching you. And as you guys are kind of looking around, watching all these wolves just stare back at you, you hear those faint whispers again. And they say, "You've passed the first challenge. Continue on."
Did you guys hear that?
Yes, we've passed.
Yeah. Yes, we've passed the first challenge.
Oh, that's good, right?
Why are we whispering?
I don't know.
We're whispering?
So that the wolves don't come attack us?
Catan turns to the wolves. Go on, get.
I cast vacuum cleaner and I chase those wolves away.
Ooh, good.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
They
Yeah,
won't
I
like that.
cast garbage truck.
I think, hold on, I think we can do minor illusions. Yeah, we got
Of course I
vacuum
can.
cleaners now.
It's just not as fun as casting vacuum cleaner.
So Jake, did you hear that? Boral now has a vacuum cleaner.
Okay, that's
Do the wolves run away?
good.
When we say shoo,
No, they're
Catan
just,
says get with an I.
do they look
So-
aggressive?
they're just watching.
Okay.
Um,
What's the next test? I say to the voices.
I imagine that echoes all the way down the cave.
Yeah, it
That's
does.
the next test. Next test. Next test.
You see it on the other side of this little cavern from where you entered. The tunnel that all the wolves were blocking, you see them all starting to phase into the wall, leaving an open way forward.
So the wolves left?
For the most part, yeah. The ones behind, there are still ones behind you.
Okay. But they're not attacking us.
Mhm.
All right. Yes. So sorry, Boro Leaf. Please proceed with your stitching of your mortal wounds. I just didn't know if we needed to deal with them first, but they seem to be chill. Sorry, I can't stop.
Wait.
I think it's part of the Catan passes out.
Oh,
Does that
yeah.
happen to you?
Does that happen to you? This is your first time, like...
Yeah, this is my first time, Jake.
Oh.
What happens?
Yeah. Make a Constitution saving throw.
I rolled a 27.
Oh, damn.
You are the only one yet to pass out.
What? Why are you all staring at me?
Well, you're supposed to like fall asleep, or
Get really.
why didn't you fall asleep?
Well, I do still have haste cast on me for another 32 seconds, so maybe that's the
Okay.
reason why.
That must be.
Okay, so maybe just like lay down for a second instead of just like collapsing down, hitting your head. I mean, that nobody would want that.
I have a helmet.
Yeah, that's fair.
The 30 seconds pass. Haste wears off, which we never talk about. When my haste wears off, I cannot act for a single turn. It hasn't been an issue yet. Yeah, but yeah.
Okay.
I don't know. I feel fine. And then I imagine shortly thereafter that it wears off, because Jake, how long does it last? Like a minute? Or what's the
Yeah.
deal?
Hey, less than a minute.
Yeah, so then shortly after that, it wears off. And then what? Does like all the ice just like melt?
Yeah, just you kind of like just washes
Now you're just
over
all
you.
wet.
Yeah, now I'm
Yeah.
just wet in a cold cabin. Oh, this is a beautiful change in my situation.
Okay. Well,
Great,
I'm gonna-
great job, Ice Titan magic. Sure, this is a survival mechanism that I highly recommend. Just be wet in the Arctic.
No, I'm gonna heal myself if that's all right with you guys before we go.
I've been healing myself in the background.
This whole time, just quietly.
I'm you're just seeing a bunch of green flashes by me as you guys are talking.
I love it. Okay, I'm gonna give myself 24. I just did a little.
Yeah. Well, I'm just wondering if we should just take a short rest before we continue, and then nobody has to expend spells.
Well, mine's a
Do-
cantrip, so
Hmm.
I could.
But I
Just,
think
like,
you. Yeah.
Can we
I
short
feel
rest
like you
here?
can't just cast that forever, because otherwise, what was to be the point of healing otherwise? But I suppose
Well-
we kind of hand wave all that. So
No, I mean not really. I mean, in the heat of battle, it would use up one of my turns to do it.
sure, but outside of the heat of battle, it becomes OP, because then you can just heal anyone forever.
Or we just short rest, and what does it matter? I guess is what I'm.
It matters in the rules of D&D, which we make up. Which we
look
make
it up. Just look
There,
it
we
up.
can't. We can't. It's homebrew.
Well, there you
Christy,
go.
get me some
Beautiful.
official
Kevin
homebrew.
What
Goodberry.
does Kevin Goodberry have to say on the matter?
Kevin Goodberry weighs in. Okay. Well,
anyway,
I
I
healed
mean-
a little bit. So, do you want? Are we able to rest here, or do we need to?
If you guys want it, that's up to you.
I feel as though
Doesn't
we
seem
should
very
probably
restful.
take. I mean, the wolves aren't attacking us. Awen, are you even hurt at all?
Yeah, I'll have you know, yes, I am. I got quite a
How
bit
much?
dinged up on that last one,
He's got-
so
He's got one little boo boo. I can
I
see
do
it.
not have one little boo boo. I took a good slashing
Where?
right here, and he like pulls his cloak up, and there's just this iced over slash mark across
Okay,
his.
that does look pretty bad.
Yes, it
Wait.
hurt very bad.
That looks like
And-
you just fell in the snow.
And when he roared, my ears hurt. I have elf ears. They're very sensitive to loud noises. So when he roared as loud as he did, it hurt. It was very painful.
That actually was quite loud. Yes.
Yes, thank you.
Wasn't that bad?
Yeah.
Yes, it was. So I I am quite injured.
So we should take a rest then?
I suppose we should before we continue. Let's see. I am down.
Can I retcon not using my my spell then?
Yes, that's why I was saying it. I was like, well, hold on. Let's not burn our spells when we can just short rest. So we all just sit down and like take an hour to ourselves quietly, and while the wolves just stare at us. Now, see, Awen, I told you I could do it. I just needed the proper motivation. Leaf being in danger seemed to awaken my ice powers. I gotta find a better way to say that. That sounds really stupid.
What, ice powers? I think it's fine.
I don't know. It's just so on the nose.
Well, I mean, that's what it is.
That's what we have, yeah.
Yes, I know, but like, I don't know, ice powers. I just imagine that years from now, when people are turning this into a live action TV show, and I'm being played by Ryan Gosling, I just figured that I'd have him say something better than ice powers. I don't know.
Well, let me just say, if Ryan Gosling got a hold of that, even with that material, I think he could make it work, you know?
Yeah, I think so.
I suppose that's true, yes. Awen, who do you think would play you?
I'm thinking maybe like an Andrew Garfield might be good with my character.
Ooh.
Mm.
Oh, yeah, no, I completely agree. That's yeah, okay, we're doing well here so far. Leaf, who would play you if in the
Meryl
live action?
Streep.
Oh boy. All right.
If I'm going to be played, I want the best.
Does she have to be walking around on her knees the entire time?
No, they're going to use movie magic to make her look small, just like in the Lord of the Rings.
No, in Lord of the Rings, they literally just had them walk around on their knees.
Okay, well then that's what she'll do. And she will do it too, because she wants that Oscar.
Bo, who would play you in the live remake?
Leo.
Oh,
Of
shooting the
course.
moon, huh?
Of course.
Okay.
Daniel Day-Lewis would play Awen.
He'd come out of retirement for this.
Yeah, for that role.
Do you think it would be? Hold on. Let's get this clarified. Would it actually be Daniel Day-Lewis or would it be Andrew Garfield? Because I'm
Andrew Garfield would be a better fit, but
okay.
Yeah.
I was just making a joke. If Boral's getting Leo, I
do
need
you need like
something
a
to.
serious pick?
No, I'm just gonna probably.
Who plays me? Morgan
don't-
Freeman?
Oh yeah, we need a narrator. Yeah,
We do need a
Jake, I guess
narrator.
you get to decide who's gonna narrate this story.
Yeah.
I don't know. Who's the guy
Although
that does like
I
the
can
Animal Planet
imagine,
ones?
I can imagine quite a few situations where we do something and then you just hear Morgan Freeman pop in and go, and that's when he realized he fucked up.
I mean, Andy Serkis would be a pretty good one.
I mean,
Yeah.
honestly
All
though,
the voices.
if I'm being totally
contortions.
honest, the guy that would play me is probably the guy that played McLovin in Superman. So, honestly,
No, we need a stacked cast if we're going to get this movie. to
Here's
the
a
Oscars.
Why
wild.
do you think I started out with Ryan Gosling?
Here's a wild
Yeah.
story. We played a show with that guy. He had a band.
What?
I didn't
Yeah.
know that.
but McLovin,
Uh huh.
Oh,
Oh,
wait,
shit.
I do remember this story.
Yeah. And he was a total jerk.
Oh no!
I think I've heard that. Yeah.
Yeah. He
Well,
was a
we just
jerk.
lost a listener.
And he thought he was so much better than everybody else at his band. Sucked.
Aw.
Yeah. But he was McLovin, so he thought he was all hot shit.
Well, a lot of good that did him.
Good times.
Where
I
are you
don't
at
know.
now, McLovin? You're probably listening to this in your little sad room.
And all the
He's-
millions that he's made, he's really sad about it.
Yeah, he's probably doing
He's got to
fine.
be out of it by now. He hasn't done anything since.
Has he not?
He did Kick Ass.
Okay, that's it. 2 things?
Yeah, I think that's really it.
I'm sure like everyone else just does a bunch of voiceover work or something.
So his name is
Something Platt, right? Mince Platt.
No, it's
Christopher Mintz.
Augie Farks.
Plassey? No.
No, it's
Or is that his
something
name
Mince Platt.
Is that his name in the show?
It's Mintz Plassey or
Oh, here it
Plassey? I
is.
don't know.
Christopher Mintz Plass.
Yeah.
Yeah, what I just
That's
said.
the one.
Well, I'm sorry. I was looking at his name from
Several
the
times.
filmography. Let's see. What has he done?
Oh, he's in How to Train Your Dragon. Oh, but it's the last one, not the good one.
And he was, voice.
Trolls. He just got, he's doing voice stuff.
He hasn't really done anything. Yeah, the last movie he was in 2011, and it was called Movie 43.
Oh, that's the that was that like really bad one.
Mhm.
Let's put it this way.
Shit.
When I go to Wikipedia, there is literally one paragraph on it.
Yeah, it was very bad.
Yeah, he's
Although
not
it had Emma Stone, Halle Berry, Hugh Jackman. What the crap is this?
I'm sorry, Halle who?
Halle who?
Halle Berry.
Oh,
Okay,
What did you think I said?
You said Halle
said it-
Berry.
No,
you
no,
said
no,
it very
I-
weird.
No.
You
I
said
literally-
Halle. You're like Halle Berry.
I know who she. I
Oh, I'm not
Whatever
saying you
you
don't know
heard.
who it is, but you said Halle
Yeah.
Berry.
okay.
we've all
This is
seen
not.
Swordfish. We know
This is
who
not
she
a situation.
Oh yes,
Yes.
the greatest
I mean-
hacker. One of the greatest hacker movies of all time. What's want to say greatest?
Let's see here.
How
It's
dare
up
you.
there. I said one
Oh,
of.
one
I
of the
said
greatest.
one of.
Okay.
4.3 out of 10 stars.
Yeah, you got to get zero cool.
He was
and-
in Marmaduke.
Marmaduke.
Yeah, he's in kind of.
Was he?
a lot of
He was he
shitty
the
stuff.
titular Marmaduke?
No,
I
he
didn't
was
think
just,
so.
Another dog.
What was his name?
Giuseppe.
Barney. Giuseppe. Okay.
Yeah, so I mean, he's
Dude.
working. He's working, but not in anything he should be proud of.
But not working.
And it's slowing down. Like in 2013 and 14, he had lots of stuff. This
Well, yeah, he was
year,
McLovin. Well, I guess
I know.
around that time.
2019, he did 2 things.
Yeah.
2020, just a couple. Yeah, it's
You know what?
slowing
Maybe
down
maybe
for
he
him.
was on strike before all the other guys were on strike.
Yeah, sure. That was it.
That's it.
Okay, so I have now just Googled, this is in my search history now, top 100 hottest male actors to find out, because I just said,
Ryan Gosling.
Ryan Gosling, just because I was like, he's a very white male, which is how I described Catan. It's just like, yeah, he's on this list. I'm trying to see if there's anyone else in here because who would. There's our Andrew Garfield. Okay, well,
Yeah.
Does it say Jacob Terry on there?
no, it doesn't.
That's
Oh,
not really
sorry, Jake.
weird.
I think you can make your own IMDb page if you want.
You sure can.
Ooh, you should.
You've got credits. You've got credits.
Oh, there's Leonardo. Okay, we're just hitting all of them here.
Well, you
Okay.
did. You said the top 100.
I
so-
know. I was just trying to see if there's anyone in here who would better fit my character. 'Cause,
Russell Crowe.
He Catan has a level of sarcasm to him that I don't know that Ryan Gosling's really known for doing.
Ryan
What?
Reynolds.
Ryan Reynolds. You thinking of the wrong Ryan?
No. I was thinking of the
Get
right
your
Ryan.
Ryan
Ryan's
Reynolds
crossed.
would kind of work.
Yeah, Ryan Reynolds kind of would work.
I think he's too
He's too sarcastic. Yeah.
silly, though.
You
Yeah.
need more of a little, like, you need like a Chris Pratt or a.
Ooh, Chris Pratt would be a good one.
I was thinking about Chris Pratt. I also just saw
Chris Evans. You can have a Chris. You can have Chris Hemsworth. You can have a Chris Evans.
Yeah, those would all
Or Chris
be.
Pratt. You can get a Chris. You can't have a Ryan. I'm sorry.
Yeah, honestly, Chris's would work better for you than Ryan's.
Any of the
I
Chris's
agree.
would be fine for you. You got Chris energy.
Yeah,
No,
yeah,
I
big
agree.
Chris energy.
Big Chris.
I mean, could I offer up Henry Cavill?
Mm,
No.
I think you could offer that up, actually.
I think you could offer that up, and I'd like that. I'd like him to be part of our movie.
Yeah. No,
I think you could
I
offer
know
him
he would
up.
take it seriously, and he's a nerd, so he would take it seriously.
Yes,
That's
he would.
kinda
That's
what I
the
was
thing.
He'd
thinking.
dive into
Yeah.
the role. He'd listen to every episode. He'd study your mannerisms.
Poor man.
Yeah.
His accent changes. People and like the critics are like, he can't even keep a straight accent. And he's like, you don't
Yeah.
understand. That's what he
part
does,
of it.
though. That's part of it. You don't
It's the
understand,
hardest
critics.
thing for me to do.
Halfway through, he gets replaced by one of the Chris's we were talking about.
No,
I
the
love
bad
it.
one.
The critics are like,
Gets
this
replaced by
is
Christian Bale, who's just way too intense.
so too intense. Yeah.
All right, I think that joke's over.
Frost
Okay, well,
over.
we got the cast. We got the cast, guys.
All right, yeah, I'm not seeing anyone else here that would really fit the bill. Okay, well, anyway, listen, my phones are open, just waiting for that call. Jake, are we ready for the next part?
Oh, I've been ready.
Oh.
Just
Okay, great.
I peeled an
Well,
orange while
you
I
were
waited.
doing some stuff. You were doing some stuff. I was trying to buy you. I was trying to buy you some time.
No, I literally just peeled an orange. That was all I was doing that whole time.
Peeled into orange.
Yeah, a blood
an
orange.
sounds good. I want one.
I bought it from a guy in front of a Home Depot. Pretty bomb.
Brian, bring me an orange. I
Oh.
want one.
So Matt, who's gonna play? Hold
Wait,
on.
we're
In regards
serious?
to your love interest, who's gonna play Lorelai?
Lorelai.
Yeah.
Penelope Cruz.
Yeah. Ooh, I don't know.
Sandra
That's a good
Bullock.
question. Sandra? I don't know. I don't know. I'll have to
Kate
think about that
Beckinsale.
one. Oh, yeah.
That's the one. You know it.
Yeah.
She could play a cute little archer.
Yeah. Okay. That,
So,
I
like
think
a
that's it.
little Jennifer Lawrence for the older Philippa.
Oh,
Oh, that would kind of work.
I was thinking Florence Pugh, but
I don't know
like
who that
Jennifer
is.
Lawrence as well.
Oh, yeah. That would
You
be good
know
too.
who Florence is.
Who's that?
She's a delightful little doll.
What about Saoirse Ronan for...
Ronan.
What's the
Should be
girl's
good.
name that plays?
That'd be a good one. She'd be great.
Ooh, that is good. Yeah, you want to firecracker a little bit.
The mother of dragons. I forget her actual name. Khaleesi.
Emma
Oh, the actress'
oh,
Clark.
yeah.
Something Clark.
Amelia Clark,
name.
right?
Yeah, Amelia Clark.
Clark. There we
Amelia
go.
or
Yes.
Amelia? Yeah, I think that's it.
Yeah.
Amelia, yeah.
She would be a good
Gosh, I
one.
like all those options, honestly.
All
We
right.
can't fail. We can just, you know what? We can just have them all interchange.
Yeah.
It'll be a rotating role. It's really cool and something different that no one's ever done before.
And then I think last
That was so
main
confusing.
person who's gonna play like
Sven. That's Andy Serkis.
Sven. Yeah, that's Andy Serkis for sure.
Andy Serkis is Sven. Are you kidding me?
I
Dude,
love
that'd be
it.
dope.
Oh,
So
what a
good.
role.
We got
can get-
Hagar. We need a Hagar.
Well, I mean, we
and-
can just go through all of them, but yeah,
Yeah,
Hagar.
let's do it.
I mean any old man who
Danny
has,
DeVito.
like, grab Danny
he's gotta be-
DeVito.
He's got to be
Honestly, though?
serious. We want Robert De Niro. We know he'll do anything.
No, but Hagar's ripped, right? Like that's the whole thing.
Yeah.
Is he? Okay,
Yeah.
then it's Batista.
Nope, it's not that. It's,
Well, no, you're thinking of Alistair. Or not Alistair. That was his fake name. Wow. I'm stupid.
What the hell? I'm trying to think.
Oh, you're thinking
Oh.
of
J.K.
What's that guy's
Simmons.
name? J.K. Simmons?
Oh,
J.K. Simmons
okay.
would be a great Hagar.
Ooh, that would be a good Hagar.
Okay, we got Hagar. And then who did we decide for Sven?
Andy Serkis.
Andy Serkis.
Okay. And then who's gonna do Emmy?
Oh,
Oh,
Emmy.
yeah.
That could be honestly the same people that did Philippa because they kind of have to look the
Any
same.
of those. Yeah.
Yeah, any of the, whichever one gets the one role, we
Let's
give to
get
the
Jennifer
other.
Lawrence for Emmy.
Okay.
Oh, really? I thought she would do
Or
better.
Emma
Well, who needs to
Stone.
be? Yeah. I think we're just thinking. Oh, well, doesn't Emmy have like short black hair or something? I guess you can
Yeah,
have
we can
them.
cut her hair.
Or a
She'll do
wig.
We
that
can
for the
we can
role.
wig it.
She can wig it.
Wait, can I get Emma Watson?
Yes,
Sure.
that's actually cute too. I like that.
Well, she rocks short hair, so I'm looking at her in some photos here, going like, well, you know what, you already can pull that off.
Like
I mean, I
most
guess
other girls
any
can't
actor can pull that
Yeah,
off. That's
I
their
was like,
job.
Yeah. If you're gorgeous, it's pretty easy.
Yeah, that's true.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Well, 30
Live
minutes
it.
in, and we've got the cast for our live
Are
action
we all
movie.
happy with this? We're all happy
Yep.
with it.
So fans, I want to see that fan art. Just putting it out there. I
making
understand
that
it's a
movie
big
poster.
ask, but do it. All right.
Yeah, no, well, we'll wait for the email from Warner Brothers or
Yeah, all of them.
well, we don't want Warner Brothers. Honestly, I want
Spielberg.
Disney to take us on.
Oh yeah, who's the
Make some
director?
Marvel.
Last thing,
Spielberg.
Spielberg.
Really?
I want a
Spiel-
big sweeping epic, don't you?
What about
Christopher Nolan?
George Lucas?
No. We've seen what he can do in these days. Christopher Nolan.
I want
How about someone
Quentin
from
Tarantino.
A24 and make it a little creepy?
Ooh, yeah.
I
I was
mean,
gonna say,
with
I was gonna say
how we
Peter
run-
Jackson.
Ooh, Peter
I was
Jackson.
just going to say Peter
Yeah.
Jackson.
That's what I was
Okay.
saying.
Yeah. That's
Oh
the
yeah.
best choice.
I mean, obviously it has to be
if
Peter
you're gonna
Jackson.
go fantasy, you gotta go
Yeah.
with the king.
I was gonna say for fun we could do Michael Bay, but
You could. I was gonna say James Cameron. If we really hate
Oh my
ourselves, we could choose one of them.
James Cameron's not
Avatar
that bad.
3.
I mean,
I feel like for like big action movies, I feel like James Cameron's stuff is a little bit more serious than Michael Bay.
yeah.
I mean, Michael Bay
But
is
not-
just like
but not
watch
by
shit
much.
explode. Yeah, yeah. We could do like an Avatar like situation where it's like the biggest movie ever, and then nobody ever talks about it again.
I love that first one so much.
So the wolves are all watching this conversation during our short rest.
Yeah.
This is a great use of our short rest time, guys.
Yeah. Yeah.
Take an
That was a great
actual
arcade.
in-game hour to do this.
Yes, it's perfect.
Oh my god. Okay, the voices you hear like, okay, but seriously, you can continue down the cave, please.
Yeah, 1 second, voices. I mean, I'm sorry. 1 second.
Okay, hey guys, I'm so sorry. My kids
Oh,
just
boy.
keep banging on my door. Let me kind of explain to them they can't do that.
Okay, so who else do we cast while he's away?
I feel like Timothy Chalamet should be in there somewhere because he's in everything.
Ooh.
He could be Leland.
He could be Leland.
Oh,
He
yes.
could be Leland. Because you're not going to expect that because he's going to come back later because we're going to have a little boy playing him at the beginning.
I think
And then he comes in and you're like,
Dave Bautista, I think, would be good as.
He needs to be in there somewhere.
I was going to say
Bob?
As Robert.
No, maybe
Robert.
maybe Robert would be good. I was thinking as the captain of the guard back in my home place that they kind of have
the guy that she's
you know what I
like
mean?
with. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, he's not handsome enough. I think Robert's a better
Wait,
choice for him. That's
We
good.
didn't even cast Beardrum. Should probably cast him. Who's he gonna be? Who's Joe?
Danny DeVito. Come on.
No, it should be Charlie Day.
It should
Day.
be Charlie Day.
Charlie Day.
All right. Sorry about that.
That's a pretty good one.
That's pretty good.
So,
You
wait,
just
Charlie
want
Day's doing who?
unhinged
Beer
Joe.
Beardrum.
Charlie Day?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We thought Danny DeVito at first, but we need something a little more wild. No.
Yeah, Danny
Well,
DeVito
yeah,
wouldn't get
I guess I
ripped.
just imagine his body type, not
I mean,
his personality.
If somebody's
No,
going to be Danny
personality.
DeVito, it's going to be me. So
Wait,
anyway,
so if we're going off of body type,
Start
wait.
blasting.
Stop the podcast. You're saying he can't have that role because of body type?
No, of
And
course
you
not.
get Ryan Reynolds?
Well,
you
Catan is
sure?
muscular.
I'm talking about Catan.
Yeah,
Oh,
Catan.
okay. The character.
Yeah.
Okay. I was
What?
like, wait
I
a
don't.
second.
I don't
Wait a
remind you of a
second.
Ryan Reynolds. Is that what you're trying to say?
No, totally.
Yeah.
I see it.
Yeah, now that you say that, I can totally see it. You're
Dollar
white,
store
he's
Ryan
white.
Reynolds.
You have
Yeah.
hair, he has hair.
Yeah.
You both have eyes.
He can buff up for the role, you know?
That was a
Okay,
good 30-minute fluff. Hopefully we can
Yep.
get through what I had planned for this episode.
None of that can be chopped out. That's all
Which-
important stuff.
which-
Yeah,
That's all
pretty much.
canon. That's all
Which
canon right there.
I do think isn't gonna happen at this point.
No, we're gonna.
I mean, if you guys
Just gotta
blaze
believe.
through it, maybe. But I hope.
We are really smart, so.
Okay, so do you continue down the tunnel that the wolves cleared a path for? Yeah.
Sure.
Yes.
So you continue down this tunnel, and then you get to another chamber. This one is bathed in an ethereal glow from frost-covered runes that adorn the walls and floor. At the center lies an icy altar. Its surface seems to be etched with a phrase on it. As you make your way deeper into the chamber, walking over what looks like 3 circular rings with runes in them. Who wants to read the altar?
I'd probably be the one to do it.
Yeah,
I feel
that
like
makes
you'd
most
let
sense.
Boral handle that.
What language is it in?
It
We're
is
about to find out.
it's in common. Just to make this easier. Everyone spoke common back in the day as well. Boral, you read the etching on the altar, and it reads, "In the heart of frost, the blade lies veiled. Only those attuned to ice shall prevail." And as you read that out, you see these 3 circular rings around this altar start to glow brighter. And on the 4, I'll just say the 4 cardinal directions. That's not how I have it on the map, but don't worry about that. The 4 cardinal directions, you see these like raised platforms come out, and each one has a tablet on it with etchings. And you start to walk over to them as you feel this gust of wind shove you back. And as it does, you see the second layer, this ice wall forms around it, keeping you only on the outermost layer.
Yeah. Hey, Jake, in the meantime, can you explain to us why you have 13,000 unread emails in your Yahoo account?
That's
Oh,
actually
God.
12. It is 13,000.
It's 12,950. I rounded up.
Because it's a lot of spam on that email.
Yeah.
And I don't look at that email.
I have more, Jake. Don't feel too bad.
here's the thing. I didn't feel
really
bad at all.
does.
I
It's very
100%
stressful.
have more
I
than
do.
all of you.
So your
I
guys'
have-
emails make me so upset.
Yeah, I have 2 emails. I have my email I use, which I keep clean, and then I have my spam email that I only, whenever someone's like, you have to give me an email to proceed, I'm like, all right.
Yeah, same. I have a 0 inbox policy on my
Oh.
computer.
Nope.
Nothing gets through
Nope.
me.
Christy, I've developed slightly more respect for you.
I unsubscribe like a motherfucker. You wouldn't
Yeah.
even know.
Things were getting a little out of control over the last few months. I had to sit down and actually go through and be like, unsubscribe.
I
I'm
do
like,
have
this is starting to
a
build
spam
up.
account though that I sign up for stuff with, so most of that gets filtered there. But
All right. On the northern altar, on the outer circle, you see a spiral formed by interlocking ice shards, portraying the swirling essence of frost. On the east altar, you see a hexagonal snowflake within a crystalline structure, symbolizing the unique patterns of freezing phenomena. On the southern altar, you see a delicate swirl of frost resembling an intricate tendril. And then on the west, you see an ethereal blossom encased in ice. So if you don't know, you guys want to do it. So for the northern one, it's an icy spiral. East is a snowflake. South is a frost tendril. And to the west is a frozen blossom.
All right.
And you notice that you can pick up these runes. It's like
And move them around.
yes, you may.
Okay. And then there's an inner circle, but we can't get to it yet.
Yep. You must first complete the outer circle to get into the inner, or the second layer of this puzzle.
So, the snowflake should be in the north one because it's like a star, like the North Star.
What you do see too is a glowing essence on the northern that's like this bright light, and on the eastern it is like you see all the ice tendrils starting at the northern part as like hard crystals, and as they go all the way around, you see them just start losing their shape and slowly start to become more sporadic and spread out as it gets to the western.
okay, that's the southern one you said.
No, it starts frozen in the north, and then
Yeah.
works its way to east, south, and west.
Yes, basically, we need to power we need to power it up. Basically, is what it is. We need to. I think
Yes.
we need to work in clockwise order.
Catan has a glitch and T-poses with his new powers. I think the mod is not setting well inside the... And then suddenly glitches and appears next to one of the ruins and just says, well, I mean, there's only 4 of them. We could just try all the combinations if we don't feel like actually figuring this out, which is what I usually do with these.
Well, what if something bad happens if we put it in the wrong one?
If I've had a nickel every time I've thought that.
And yet, you tried all the combinations anyway.
Okay.
Well, you don't ask, you don't get. So, Ben, power to you, buddy.
Well, do you want to try your star in the top?
I
Leaf?
still
mean,
think the star at the top makes
I think it's as good as
sense.
good a place as any.
Sure. Okay, we do that, Jake. Why don't I do it? As it did say something about needing to be attuned to ice to handle it. And frankly, if something does explode, it might as well be me there to withstand the brunt of it.
Okay, so you're taking the
Sure.
icy spiral from the north,
Yeah,
And
we're
the
switching north and east.
north and east. So the snowflake and the icy spiral.
Okay. And when we do that, does a thing happen?
Yes. It does.
We all die.
When you place the 2 runes back in the spot, you see that blue light shine dark red for a second.
Oh, that's not good.
And Catan, as you set down the snowflake, ice shoots across your arms. Can I have you make a dex saving throw?
19 plus 2, so 21.
21. Okay.
Good
Yes.
roll.
You were already kind of prepared for something bad to happen. As you place
100%.
it down, an ice shard shoots at you, and you barely miss as it goes and launches itself into the ceiling.
Oh, that's
Whoa!
Oopsies.
great job, Leaf. You almost got me killed again.
Sorry about that. Not really.
Yeah, I was waiting for that. I thought you were still mad at me.
I am. Don't worry.
Did I get the impression that would have done ice damage or?
Yes.
Okay, that would have been
The
cold
icicle,
damage.
yeah, the icicle.
Well, it could have been
getting
piercing.
shot-
Yeah.
A little bit of
Could have been
both.
piercing.
Okay.
Okay. Well, great. That wasn't great. But listen, maybe it's like the seasons or something. Like starts with the coldest thing and works its way around, or something. I really don't know. It looks like that wasn't supposed to go there.
What goes where then? What's the coldest thing? And where does the coldest thing go? In the north or the south?
Well, I don't even know if that's the proper thing. I just know that what we did made it angry.
Well, the blossom has to be the warmest thing because it's still life inside of the frozen thing.
I guess. Would you like to switch those two?
But I don't know where that means it should go. To the south?
Oh, well, you know what? Let's just figure something out.
We have to put something in the
Catan-
north first, I believe.
Yeah, so Catan flips the snowflake and the blossom. So he puts the blossom in the north. But before he does it, this time he casts the spell Protection from Energy on himself to make himself resistant to ice damage.
Okay.
One action lasts up to an hour.
You swap the north and east, swapping the frozen blossom and the snowflake. As you do that, you hear a loud howl out in the distance. As you turn around, you see one of the ethereal wolves popping out of nowhere to come and strike at you.
Oh, fuck you.
Middle break, it's the middle break with your favorite player, Matt. Middle break, it's the middle break with your favorite player, Matt. Woo! It's the middle break. When he does that. Well, hello, everyone, and welcome to this week's middle break. It is your favorite player, Matt. We have a good time on this podcast, don't we? Don't we, gang? Don't we, gang? I know that we do. And, you know, if you want to keep these good times rolling, there's a few things you can do to help us with our podcast and help it grow. The first thing, subscribe, rate, and review to our podcast, wherever you get our podcast from. Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, whatever podcatcher you use, go there, hit the subscribe button, hit a 5-star review, and leave a nice little review about why you like our podcast so other people can see it and might think, well, I want to listen to this too. Also, make sure to follow us on all of our social media platforms. You could find us on Twitter at New Crits and on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok at New Crits on the Block. We post a lot of content to those sites. The best way to help our reach there is, honestly, share the content. Yeah? Share the content, comma, yeah? It's like so English. Share it, yeah? Yeah? Share the content, yeah? In it? Hit that share button. Put it on your feeds, put it on your stories, whatever you can to help get the word out. That's the only way we are growing is through word of mouth. So all those small things you can do really help us tremendously. One of the ways we like to give back is we have made, I paused for dramatic effect, we have made our own Discord. That is right. We have a Discord for all things New Crits, but not all things New Crits. You can go in there and find channels about the show itself. You can talk to the cast, other fans. But if you just want some other channel just to go in and relax, we got space for that too. It is a safe, inclusive space, all right, for everyone. We want everyone to be a part of it. We are so happy and proud about what our little community has turned into because y'all are the best. And if you haven't joined it yet, well, what the heck are you waiting for, huh? And you might be thinking, well, Matt, I want to help you do all of these little special spicy in the jungle things for the middle break. But how do I get to all the places that you just mentioned? Well, from our link tree, of course. From our link tree, of course. linktr.ee/NewCrits on the block will get you to all the places that I just mentioned. And some places that I didn't even have time to mention. linktr.ee/NewCrits on the block. It is the central hub for all things New Crits. All right, everyone, let's get you back into this week's episode. Thank you so much for listening. As you know, we come out with new episodes every single Monday. That ain't stopping anytime soon. So let's get you back into it. Thank you again for listening, and we will see you next week. Until then, stay safe, be excellent to each other. We love you all. Bye-bye.
We're watching Jake rather than just roll a dice. He's programming Roll20 to roll a dice right now.
No, so many pluses to hit.
Okay, nothing happened. This is so many
13.
steps to just roll a dice that misses. Hey, Jake, watch this. I rolled a 15. Look at that. It's so much faster.
Now I need to roll as many dice.
All right, so he tries to bite me.
Yeah, he bites you and then turns ethereal and continues to run out the room.
What a bitch.
Okay. So maybe it's...
I don't think that means that
it's wrong.
That it's wrong. Just maybe all four of them are incorrectly placed. Like if
Okay, so do we take them all out?
no, maybe, but I like. Is that possible? Can we take them all out and just place them on the ground, Mr. DM?
Yeah, you can take them all out.
Because I mean, if it's like the cycle of like warmest to coldest, then it should be Blossom. I think it should be Blossom, Snowflake, the little tendril thing, and then the swirl. Because it's actually not that cold when it snows. If it's too cold, it doesn't snow. Coming from somebody that grew up in the snow.
What do you know, file wizard? So yeah, we take them all out. So now none of them are in there, right?
Yeah.
And then I just put the Blossom back to the north. So that's the only one in there. And when I put it in there, does it make like a distinctive noise or does anything happen?
It goes, dong,
Goes bing.
and make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh no.
Really? Okay. So
Katan's just
even
gonna get beat up.
no, well, this is answering questions. So even just putting one of the wrong ones in there makes things mad. I rolled a 3 plus whatever. Just tell me dice. Just tell me damage.
Take 10 damage.
What kind
But
of
half.
damage?
It's ice, so take half.
5. Ow, that was kind of cold, and I didn't like it. Okay, so even just putting one of the wrong ones in there does it. That's not the whole thing.
We can't just guess. There's got to be clues. Can I look around the room? Is there any other
Oh, we can-
scriptures or clues?
We can
or
definitely
anything else?
guess.
Okay, make a investigation check.
Okay, hold on. Let me minimize this. Investigation, you say? A 6?
Are we all rolling investigation?
If you want to look.
Yeah, I mean, I can
I
investigate.
think we
sure.
would at this point.
Catan rolled a 13.
All right, and we rolled a 12 straight up.
Ugh.
Come on,
And then,
Laurel, this is your thing.
Jake, I don't need to
Laurel.
roll a concentration check for my protection spell because
Did I
you
get
didn't
any
deal
sort
with
of
Could I-
nature?
Could I roll Arcana?
Yeah,
does
sure.
it
Roll
have to be?
nature.
Sure, you guys can roll.
Can I roll a deck save?
Yeah, you can do some flips in the
This is a magical thing. I can roll whatever I want.
Okay, cool.
magical.
Can I roll a con saving throw to find out what's wrong? Yes.
You feel good.
Can I really roll a nature, or are you just kidding? It's
No,
okay.
Sure,
It's
you
not-
can roll a nature. It would make sense in the grand scheme of things.
Yeah.
Dex does not make
Oh,
any
boy.
sense at
Don't-
all.
Yeah, it
Don't worry,
does, because
guys,
I could I would jump up higher to get like a bird's eye view and give me a different angle of it. You know,
Bird's eye view. Don't worry, I got a 10, so it doesn't. It's not breaking
Damn
the
it.
game.
Okay, so what were all the rolls we got for
Guys, from this angle, it's actually animals.
Boral,
We're
what you
going
get?
22.
All right, there
Hell
it is.
yeah.
Okay,
Oh,
what
thank
do we
God.
know?
Okay, so this outermost layer seems to. All right, so let me see. The outermost layer presents a circle of symbols resembling the delicate frost tendrils, starting at the northern spot and spiraling outward to the east and continuing to the south and west. These intricate patterns capture what look like to be a gradual formation of ice. And it seems like with each symbol representing the beauty and stillness of frozen nature.
I still
All right,
like
so-
my combo.
So,
So
wait,
the tendrils go
Yes.
first.
Okay, so Catan puts the tendrils into the north one.
Yes, I think Catan and Awen sort of look at each other, and I think that they're on the same place here.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you put the tendrils first and you hear.
And then what do you pick up next, Catan?
Great. And then next I would grab the spiral. So I put the spiral in the east one.
Okay,
And then the snowflake, and then the flower.
So nothing happens yet. I'm not hurt.
you are not hurt.
Great. Bing. And then the south one, I'm not sure. I think he says it.
He said nature last, so the snowflake
Yeah.
on the south. and
Okay, then
then
snowflake to the south. Nothing. Great. And then the blossom last in the west. So tendril, spiral, snowflake, blossom. Northeast, southwest.
And as you do that, you see the wall in front of you turn into water and melt across the ground.
Yay!
We
Sweet.
did it.
You've solved the first part. In this
Oh,
second
goody.
layer,
There's a second part.
advancing to the next layer, the symbols shift into a dynamic arrangement, forming a spiral. Here, freezing runes seamlessly intertwine with thawing symbols, creating a memorizing dance. As you inspect the runes, you notice depictions of melting droplets, flowing streams breaking through icy barriers, a representation of a snow-capped peaks in the process of thawing, and the visual narrative captures the perpetual cycle of freezing and thawing. So, in the north, you see the snow cap that is slowly melting. To the west, you see what looks like a sun melting ice on water. The south, you see a droplet of water coming off of an icicle. And in the west, you see a stream breaking through the icy barriers.
It seems like it's already in order. Honestly,
So
snow peak, sunlight melt, melty ice turned into stream.
So for the north, right, I'll give you guys just more, a little more info. So in the north, it's a depiction of the snow-capped peak with a portion melting away. It looks like it's signifying the thawing process. In the east, the thawing sunburst seems to be representing the warming influence of thawing. To the south, the melting droplet, a droplet of water surrounded by a halo of thawing ice, capturing the essence of melting. And then the flowing stream, symbolizing the flow of thawing energy.
okay, I got it. So the sunburst first,
Okay, so Catan does that.
Bing.
then the melting droplet, then the mountain peak, and the river is where it goes,
I like it.
right?
And you hear the final wall come crashing down.
I'm so
All
good
right.
at puzzle.
Well, okay, we'll figure this out, gang. We got the hang of it now.
I'm so
Easy.
good at puzzle, guys. Okay.
Catan just has a big ice shard sticking out of his neck. Yes, we're doing great.
And the final layer. Reaching the heart of the puzzle, the third layer represents the blends of freezing and thawing runes. Symbols radiate from the center, creating a unified force. You observe a set of intertwining spirals symbolizing the harmonious dance of elemental force, which is on our map Uni. You see, oh god, I actually just lost my spot in my own writing. Okay, there we go. Arrows converging at a central point to represent the unification of freezing and thawing energies. A geometric patterns of interlocking designs radiating elemental energy. The visual complexity suggests a delicate equilibrium required to attune yourselves to the magic of the Frostheart blade. The ambient magic resonates with the profound energy as you stand in the midst of these harmonious symbols, signaling a deeper connection to the elemental forces at play. So, the unified spiral, Uni, is the two intertwining spirals, one freezing, one thawing. Convergence, which is con on this. Arrows converging at a center point representing the unification of freezing and thawing. And then the Har for harmonic nexus, a geometric design with interlocking patterns, radiating elemental energy and signifying the harmonious balance achieved. And then balance emblem, an emblem featuring scales and with freezing and thawing elements portraying the equilibrium required for the elemental harmony.
Okay. So Uni goes to the north for the thawing and freezing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so when I put Uni there, nothing happens.
Nothing happens.
Okay.
Con goes to the spiral and the drip. Harmony is the geometric shapes, the mountain and the snowflake.
Mm-hmm.
And then balance.
I'm just realizing what I did.
Yeah. I'm reading it. Are you reading it? Jacob, you're 12.
Oh no! What?
Am I lost? What is?
What are you guys? What are you
About?
laughing at? Because I'm laughing at the fact that I just read them in order.
Yeah, you sure did.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
Yeah, as you were going, I was like, oh, I solved it. He just went in
I
order.
meant that was the wrong one. I was supposed to read from another one that had them separated. I read for the other one. God damn, because I had two sets. I had my set that was actually in order so I could remember what the order was, and then the set
Oh my God.
that I put them in so that I
Yeah, because you were going, you're like, it starts with this, and then it's this, and then you weigh it, and then it's balanced. I'm like, oh, he just said the things.
he said it. That's why I was like, this isn't that hard. If you're listening. Oh, Jacob.
What were you supposed to say, Jake?
Them out of order.
them out of order, so I didn't
Oh, I
fucking
see.
read them
Okay.
in order for Christy or anyone that was listening. Holy
Anyone who was paying attention.
Yeah.
I just thought it was funny because if you look at if you kind of just blind-eyed it looks like it spells unicorn ball hair. And that's what I was laughing at. And I like a unicorn ball hair.
Really, I see unicorn hard balls, but
Yeah.
That works too. But yeah, Jake just totally
Ruined.
defeated his own puzzle.
Yeah.
well, you know what? Here's the thing. Bor
You guys
rolled a
all rolled-
25.
yeah, you guys all rolled really well.
we
That's
rolled
why.
so
Yeah.
good that we just read it in order. We were like, okay, that's how you do it. We are supposed to save the universe, so like, I think this
Oh my
like
God.
children's
This is why I
puzzle
don't
is
do
in two
puzzles.
different.
This is hilarious.
This children's puzzle, such a burn.
That's always the
This
joke.
puzzle
is
created
that-
by a small child,
By a baby.
Well, if you
by
remember,
a babe.
if you remember, Glace did look like a kid when we met her.
Oh my
true.
god. So fucking stupid.
You poor thing.
Jake's, well, I don't know if we're going to get through the puzzles for this one.
I
It's
know,
a
it's
real
like,
brain
yeah.
buster.
Really making good time here, guys. He's so upset.
No, I'm not upset. I'm
Oh.
just I'm upset that I read it in order. Yeah, that was
I mean, the good news is that we spent half the episode bullshitting about who's going to play us in our live action remake. So it was kind of
Yeah.
good that we just blew through it.
as you do that, and you just so effortlessly finish the
So good at
hardest
puzzle.
and most complex puzzle in the center. The altar in the center slowly starts to lower, and as it does, across the chamber, you see a door start to form out of the ice. And you see it open up as a cool breeze comes rushing through it, rushing past you, and like leaving a little icicles on your eyebrows and in your nose hairs if you got them.
Well, this puzzle must... Okay, Catan rolls investigation on the door puzzle.
It's a door that's open.
Well, I have no idea what to do.
From
Well,
deep
open it.
From deep within, you hear the whispers again. One more challenge to go. Will you survive? Nobody knows.
Catan out loud laughs at that.
Is that the end there, Jake?
Yeah, that's it for that
I
one.
think that's
Okay.
good.
Around and around and around
No.
it goes. Where it stops, nobody knows.